Hello, everybody. Welcome. I have some special guest with me. As you know, I've been telling you the whole week about Somali week. This great week we have about Somali people in Minnesota and Somali culture and Somali food and Somali music and Somali everything. I got three young, great friends with me, joining me here today, and wanting to talk to you guys about Somali Week. I've been trying to get them on the studio for almost a whole year. Finally, we got to work something out, and they're here. I got Mohammed Farah, I got Abdul Malik, and of course Dawood out here at the Raising Impact studio or office here in Minneapolis. Thank you for joining me, guys. Thank you so much. What's going on? How are you guys doing this summer afternoon? It's a little bit humid. How's your day going?
Doing great. We're
Anyway,
doing. Thank you for having us.
you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Hi, brother. Thank you so much for having us. We're counting down the hours. We got 48 hours left.
2 days.
2 days. So it can only go up from here.
Man, I've been seeing you guys on CNN. I've been seeing you guys on local Minnesota news. I've been seeing you everywhere. It's like there's like a hype building up for Somali Week. It's never been like this. I mean, I have been involved in this event before. It looks like there's a bigger hype and a bigger momentum and a build up going into this weekend, right?
Yeah, there is for a couple of reasons. One, we haven't done the program for 2 years because of the COVID-19. Everything got stopped for a lot of reasons. And so this year it's really coming back with a big hype.
We'll get to that. I know COVID. I know. That's part of our conversation here for Somali Week. So let's go start off by talking about the history of this event. Right? Where did it all start? And how was it from the beginning? What were the challenges? What was your experience learning? And how long have you guys been doing this?
Absolutely. So, the event Somali Independence Day Festival, where it all started, has been around since I'd say the past 15, 20 years. We initially took over in terms of the host organization for the event a few years, several years, almost a decade back. And then we noticed that Somali Independence Day Festival started as a one block event with 5 to 8,000 participants just for that day. And since we've taken over the event, one of the things that we've done initially was open it to the mainstream community or the greater Minnesota community by engaging our fellow neighbors in the greater Minnesota community. And we noticed that there was a lot of people outside of the states, in the neighboring states, but also the country, just to come experience Somali Independence Day Festival here in Minnesota. And because of that, the event has expanded to other events now, which are all a part of Somali Week.
So you guys have been doing this for how many years now? 10 years, 11 years, 12 years?
For a decade now.
Okay. And so this question goes to Abdul Malik. The COVID-19 had a big impact on such events. And it's not only this event, but so many other across the state of Minnesota, even elections, right? So how has this COVID-19 impacted your organization in doing something like this and a little bit putting a pause on what you guys were building up to be where you are right now?
Actually, it had an effect on us because so many people in the last few years were asking about when we were going to do the event, when we're going to bring it back to Lake Street. And so many people have attempted to do the same festival. But the work that we put in, we realized that it has very impactful. It's very impactful in our community. People wanted for us to bring it back. And this year, the goal is how do we, being away for 2 years and being able to top what has been the standard that we set for ourselves. We always reevaluate after the festival, and we try to outperform the previous festival. And I hope this year we do a very good job, and we'll see in 48 hours what our performance will look like.
It's been tough, COVID-19, for many. I mean, we've lost a lot of people from Minnesota. We've lost a lot of people from Minneapolis, and there was a safety issue at that time, and so it was important to hold on listen to what the state had mandated and the guidelines that were given when it comes to people coming together. You know, a lot of people come to this event, and so yes, that's a very good point you made.
It's
You
still,
wanna-
COVID is still real and it's still impacting our communities. We'll do our best to let the communities be aware of COVID being out there. And if you have to mask up, and do whatever recommended by the CDC.
Finally, the question goes to Mohammed Farah. Mohammed, this question goes to you, and that is our last question, I hope, for the day. I know there's a lot more we need to talk about, and maybe we can get more time to talk about that. But the question to you, I want to ask you now: Kajog is no longer Kajog, is known as Rising Impact, correct?
Yeah, so we're going to be Rising Impact moving forward. That is for many reasons. One, it's part of growth. We've been here for 15 years. We've learned a lot as an organization. So not only do we want to be there for the community that we have been serving for many years, we are interested and we want to be there for all folks, whether you're a young person in the African American community or whatever community. We want to be there for really all young people across the state.
2022, we're here now. And I'm going to get that back to one of you. I know you can answer that. What do we have lined up for programs? And then Mohammed Farah, finally, you can answer the question, what does the future look like for this event? For right now, I want you guys to talk about what do you guys have planned starting Saturday, if I'm right, and then moving on for the Somali week. So if you can be, go ahead.
Again, a great three-part question. So the final part, Mohammed can answer that. But for the most part, I would say the energy is electric. The excitement is real. Official Somali Independence Day Festival is back, Saturday, July 2nd, 2022. I would say find the extraordinary right where you are, because Minnesota Somali Week is not just a series of events, it's a tradition in Minnesota. Do not miss out on the incredible energy Somali Week brings this year. Be an extrovert and discover something unique, something magical, something to add to your bucket list this summer. Saturday, July 2nd, 2022. Join us for the livest block party since 1960. Somali Independence Day Festival will be at Lake Street this year between the streets of Blaisdell Avenue and Stevens. The official festival kicks off for the public at 2 p.m., but we are shutting down the streets as of 10 a.m. I will also like to seize the opportunity to talk about some of the theme or the cause that's connected to Somali Week this year. And every year we do dedicate a unique cause that we'd like to give back to or increase awareness around. This year, the most important thing that we're doing as collectively as a community is giving back to the famine. So if you go to somaliweek.org, one of the things is there's a link that is connected to the Somali Week, which is the Famine Relief Fund. For those who are not aware, Horn of Africa is currently experiencing the worst drought in 40 years. Only a massive and immediate scaling up of funds and humanitarian relief can save Somalia from famine. A UN spokesperson has recently warned as aid workers report children starving to death before our eyes amidly rapidly escalating levels of malnutrition. According to the latest IPC assessment, under fives faces acute malnutrition at the end of the year, including 386,400 who are likely to be severely malnutritious. Those numbers are only expected to go up. Somalia, the worst humanitarian crisis we've ever seen in the history. So please make sure that you also seize that opportunity, not just to experience the wonderful festivities and the vibrant events that Somali Week brings, but that you also get involved. You put your organizer hat on, you put on your community hat, and you give back to this amazing cause that needs everyone that we can't do alone. For the third part question, I'll now give back to Abdi Malik and Mohammed.
So as far as the festival is concerned, we have 3 blocks that are going to be shut off. We'll have the stage where a lot of performers are going to be performing. There are going to be some vendors, small and big. both our community and also surrounding communities who are going to participate. Also, there's a play area for kids, animal section for kids to be and families to have a participate and go on like a pony rides. And also the last part is the cultural hub that we have going on. So we're bringing the culture back on Lake Street once again, and hopefully everybody out there comes out. You don't have to be somebody to be there, but you're gonna have to enjoy our culture, our lifestyle of what being Somali in America is. So happy Somali Independence Day to all the Somalis out there, and let's celebrate on Saturday.
And that's something I forgot. Mohammed Farah, you close this out for us, please.
Yeah, well, let me say this. I think Somali Americans, Somali American community have contributed so much to Minnesota, right? And so in so many ways. What the future looks like for this particular event, the Somali Week event, is that we want this event to be an event where a regular Minnesotans is looking forward to this particular event, even before it happens. We know Somalis are going to show up. Our intent is really to make sure that what is celebrated in our community is celebrated across Minnesota, because we are Minnesotans, we are Americans. We want to make sure that our heritage and our culture is part of this great state of Minnesota's culture and heritage. And so, and that's why every day, every year, we are finding ways to serve the community, bring in new innovative speakers, new innovative conferences and events, engage all folks of life in Minnesota. So, thank you so much, Haji, for you and everyone at Minnesota Wired for taking the time to talking to us.
You're welcome, man. Thank you, Abdul Malik. Thank you, Daoud. You guys been great. I've been part of you guys also. Just for disclaimer, everybody should know that
Right.
I have been working with this team for a long time. Actually, I did post a picture of me in 2015. It was
Right.
a pink t-shirt with Somali flag on there. I think they did share that. So if you're out there and you like this event and you love this event, go to their website or go to their social media feed, right? Go to any feed, post a picture of yourself from 2012 if you have 13, 14, 15, any picture, just post there and say, this is me and I'm going to be there 2022, correct?
Yes. So thank you so much, Haji.
You're welcome, man. And thank you guys so much for joining me and giving me this opportunity to talk to you guys for a long time. Thank you very much. This is Yusuf Haji at Haji Daily. I'll talk to you guys soon. I got some headline news that I want to share with you guys. What's going on, Minnesota? Have a good day. Bye-bye.